Hey guys, today I'm going to do a review over the 1/6 scale Hot Toys StarWars StormTrooper. And today's a little different. One, because this figure is a Hot Toy figure. It's my only Hot Toys I have in my collection. And I have good things to say about it. And also, this figure is like recent. It just shipped, so usually the figures I've done are like years old, but pretty cool that this one is relevant. This one might get, a couple more views than my old guys. So I will talk about the accessories and show you what he comes with and show you the packaging up next. Alright guys, so today I'm going to do something new, something a little different. It's a POV shot of me opening the package, and don't act like you don't know what POV means, okay? So, first things first, the packaging looks pretty slick. Pretty minimal. No, horrible extra cheese Photoshop on there. Just normal Hot Toys Lego Star Wars. That's it. Looks fresh. And then, this was a classy move. They have this cool slipcover of the Stormtrooper there. Again, I don't care, but at least it doesn't look ugly as shit. Take off the slipcover, it's just a piece of paper, and you have the packaging, right? Clamshell style. It's sort of molded to the body so it doesn't shake and whatever. But now this is what blew my mind. So when I grabbed this figure, I'm used to Sideshow. This is my first Hot Toy. I haven't had one in a while. I grabbed him, right? Make sure this looks good on camera. And boom. Nothing shook, no loose joints. Armor isn't shaking. That was impressive. And I'll explain that because I'm going to show you how it would have been with the Sideshow Stormtrooper Commander. So let's see. So notice how I grabbed that and nothing shook, right? Jesus. Okay. Now watch me grab this guy. It's just like okay. And this dude. The only thing that moves is his little pouch. Well, that actually was a pretty good comparison. You see? These joints are so tight, and everything is so much better quality on this. The armor is way tighter than this trash man over here. So I'm going to go more into the review now. I just think that was a pretty good thing to show because, most people wouldn't understand the difference. But when you can just see this fucking strange review, just shaking these toys, alright? Nothing moves. I mean, his legs can't even hold that stance. I think that speaks for itself. So yeah, I'm a big Hot Toys fan now because I was not expecting that. Okay, so we're done with the box. We're going to look. God, I'm gonna have to bring this guy into the shot. I'm so sorry. Okay, here's another comparison shot. You can just see. For me, the biggest thing is definitely the thighs. Those are. Dude's been working on his quads lately because these things are fat, which is great. It's better than these twigs. Crotch piece, oh god, I guess, yeah. It's wider, so yeah, he is a bigger man. And I have him sitting on a VHS tape, so they're about the same size, but this guy's chest plate, look at that, it goes out, it's just lame. This is like so much more form-fitting, looks a lot better. Just overall, like you can't even compare. Okay, so here's a quick look at the accessories. Hope this camera can zoom in good enough. There we go. So, you can actually kind of tell there's like texture on the plastic of the gun. It looks real. It has like little bumps. You can hear that. That looks really cool. Also, just a quick difference of the paint job. Like, look at that. That's the Hot Toys, right? This is the Sideshow. I don't even know why I said this was okay when I reviewed the Stormtrooper Commander. Looks like ass. What is that? It's a huge. It just looks like trash, right? This one, it's a lot better quality. There's a lot more browns in there. It looks a lot more metal. This is fine, but that's just weak. Thermal detonator goes onto his back. Shit, even that looks better. And then you get a bunch of hands. I really, I think one set of hands is enough, but this is kind of cool. I'm planning on getting another one, so this is actually a cool hand. Oh, damn, that is a really cool hand. Okay. So yeah, you know, you get the hands, and even the hands just look really lifelike. I didn't realize how good Hot Toys was. It's been so long since I had one. Okay, now I have an issue here with the stand. Really cool stand. I like this centerpiece. Instead of just like a black square, it's like a, you know, an interesting shape, gray column. The thing with the stand is, I have like 3 Sideshow guys that all have this stand. Hell, one of them has like fake sand on it, one of the Sand Troopers, and they just look like a mess when they're in my DTOF, and I'll show that towards the end of the video. Get a little teaser alert going on in there. And yeah, it just looks strange when you have all these different bases, but you know, the figures themselves look great. You get this, pops off in case you're ashamed of what you have here, the Stormtrooper. But I'm going to leave that on there. You get this cool thing. Oh, wow, I didn't even take that out. Sorry about that. It's weird to see my hand in the camera and not be able to, like, do shit with it. Oh my goodness. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, you don't get this pistol with this guy. It's cool, you know, it's textured just as good as the other thing. I remember this one being in like Battlefront 2. Oh wait, does that have... Oh wow, it has like a little black scope on there. Cool. It's like glazed. You see that? So yeah, I remember this in Battlefront 2. This thing was dope. Cool that you come with this. That's a nice little extra accessory. So yeah, you know, there's not much to talk about this guy. You know, he's just completely white. You get your few accessories, but it's really great when something simple is executed so good. You know, it's nice because if you've seen the Sideshow version of this figure, it is a complete mess, and when someone can nail something simple, you know, it's a really great thing, and I think they did a fantastic job with this figure. Hold up. This guy is not perfect, actually. It's time for me to lay down some heat. Look, you know, you see that? You see the armor? It gets clunky when you try to pose him. That's not a big deal for me, because I like museum poses, you know, something chill, just like that, damn. People get a little too exotic with their stuff, like with their Iron Man, they're flying it all around. I just like to, you know, have him like he's just standing outside from coming out of a movie, just like that. I also, you know, I do like some cool poses as well, but I prefer them to be just standing. So, I guess my one complaint would be articulation's a bit limited due to these pieces of armor, but what can you do? I was wondering why the hell I still had this guy on the table and not in the trash, and the reason for that being is I wanted to do another demonstration of the loose armor, so I'm just gonna do some light touching and like, look, what? Like that strap there, are you serious? You know, pretty weak, but with this guy, like, you can't even move him. Let's get that shit focused, okay. See that? No shaking. This dude's a loose, just, dear lord. Alright, as I was saying, the bases do look a little mismatched here and there on the DTOF. I'm not a fan of that. And damn, these dudes are getting a lot of sunlight. Jesus. I really hope that doesn't affect the paint job. But I'm sorry if you can hear that noise. That's just another teaser alert going off. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do a review of the new Sandys. I just got him the same day I got him, which was yesterday. And yeah, you can see the bases. They're all different. That is such a... looks strange. And so yeah, I have these guys. Now they are different. Don't think it's going to be like a duplicate review. But now when I review Carter, yeah, it's going to be the exact same as when I reviewed the gray version of him. But you got to do it. I also have this Batman. He's pretty sweet. I'm a big fan of Batman, so I will review him for sure. So yeah, my humble collection. So stay tuned for some more reviews, guys.